This is Scott from Fusion Bomb, and you're listening to Dave Softees Metal Meltdown on Metal Messiah Radio. Right on.
Insidious plague is threatening our nation. People compose of fixes in our midst. The time has come to extirpate this infection. Their acts will burst in a slamming pit. Attention get it, recruitment has begun. Our objective, eradicate these drugs. Mission post-Holocaust, we carry a scare. Fresh as a militia teaches you the drill.
Alrighty, Metal Maniacs, here we go. Please help me welcome to Metal Messiah Radio, hailing from Noertzange, Luxembourg, from killer thrash metal band Fusion Bomb. Joining us, we have on drums Mr. Scott Kutting. Welcome to the Metal Meltdown, Scott. Thank you for this opportunity.
Hey there, Metal Maniacs, and hey, David. Thank you for having me.
Of course, great stuff you got going on here. Could you please inform the listeners on who makes up the rest of the Fusion Bomb lineup? Thank you.
Well, we're four guys. We met in high school, basically. There's Miguel Teixeira. He has a Portuguese name, but he's Luxembourgish too. He's my singer and rhythm guitarist. Then we have Bohr, who's our lead guitarist, and then there's Michel Nippel, who's our bassist, right? And he does some vocals too.
Nippel, huh? Is that his nickname or?
Yeah. Well, actually, it started as a nickname, but nowadays everybody knows him. Like even the people at his workplace and his boss, and they all call him like that. So I think I'm one of the only persons who really knows his real name, like his real family name.
I got you. Well, thank you for letting us know who is Fusion Bomb, and I have checked out your brand new CD, Concrete Jungle, released through Iron Shield Records, based in Germany. And a funny thing is, I just got with a band called Black Mass, also on the same label, also a drummer, Alex Fuel. So that's something quite interesting as far as doing these interviews and having bands on a similar label, the same label, and both being drummers. So that's pretty interesting. I find this offering you have here, Concrete Jungle, to be a kick-ass thrash offering. Also, excellent musicianship. Definitely great stuff to make your ears bleed. And I see the band formed in 2010. And is this the band's debut offering?
Well, actually, it's the debut, right? It's like the first full length we put out.
Right.
In 2016, we put out an EP called Pravda, and yeah, but before we spent like time drinking alcohol and fucking shit up, and we didn't really took music too serious. But since 2016, it has become more serious. So now we're like a real band.
You got a great offering here. Congratulations on the debut. The full offering is outstanding. And I might have mentioned to you, I recently got with Crimson Slaughter from Madrid, Spain for an interview. They've been on the show before. And towards the end of the interview, they recommended that I check out Fusion Bomb. They purposely said, check out Fusion Bomb. So here we are. Thank you, Crimson Slaughter, for making the recommendation.
So I want to thank these guys from behalf of the whole band. I did not really know the band before you wrote me and said they like proposed us. And yeah, that's like really cool of them, and we want to thank them. Of course, yeah, go check out them too.
Absolutely. And I'm sure they appreciate your kind words. The ironic thing about that band, I've had 2 interviews with them. They're a great thrash band from Spain, but their problem is they cannot find a drummer that could keep up with them. And being that you're a drummer, maybe you guys could connect and you could have a side project with them in addition to Fusion Bomb. They need a good drummer that has the skills to keep up with them. They really find it hard to keep a drummer that can do that. And that's one of our things through our interviews I've done with them, that is their, if you want to say, spinal tap moment. They kind of burn out their drummers that they can't keep up with them. So we wish them, good luck with that in the future. But yeah, that's a sad but true story. And being that you're a drummer, maybe it's destiny that you have some relationship with Crimson Slaughter.
Maybe you just suggested us so that I start playing in their band.
You never know. You're being 2 bands. That wouldn't be the first time that's happened.
Oh, yeah, I've been in a lot of projects, so yeah, and there are always like people coming up to me and asking me for stuff, but I do some replacements sometimes, but I want to do Fusion Bomb full time.
Absolutely,
so, yeah.
Absolutely. I can definitely understand and respect that. And as I mentioned, the sound of your band is quite impressive. It's outstanding thrash. So we need to know, where was Concrete Jungle mixed, mastered, and produced, and what studio it was recorded in? And after that, if you could tell us about the very cool imagery. It's really a great thrash design with the coloring and the brains and everything like that. So if you could tell us about everything about the recording and the mastering, and then who designed the imagery of the CD art and the band logo, we would love to hear it.
Also, so I think I'm gonna start with this. We're basically a European band, but Concrete Jungle is an American album, because it's like American thrash metal. It's USA thrash, and that's what we love, and that's why we did it. And that's also like we recorded it half by ourselves at home, and half in this, like the drums were recorded in a studio in Luxembourg. but like the mix and the master, we went to Christopher Zeus Harris, who's an USA-based producer who already worked with Municipal Waste and Revocation or Hatebreed, for example. And he is like, he did the mix and the master for Concrete Jungle. Yes, so we went to an American producer to get like an American thrash sound. And I think he did an amazing work.
Outstanding job, yes.
Yeah. And then, like for the imagery, we also went to an American guy who's called Devin Whitehead, and he's known for his like 80s horror movie cover artworks, like for Evil Dead, for example, or I don't know, Street Trash, like all the trauma films and all that kind of horror B-movie stuff. And yeah, we just explained to him like the concept of the title track, Concrete Jungle, and he just came up like with this evil ruler who has that like electric brain with all the cables inside, and you have like the protagonist standing in front of him challenging right at the moment, and he has like the concrete jungle, the city, the abandoned city, and all that kind of stuff. And I think he captured like the energy of the album pretty well in his like artwork. Yeah.
Another win, a great job, and it reminds me of like superhero comic books, like in the realm of Marvel. That
Yeah,
it works out pretty well.
absolutely. Yeah, yeah. That's yeah. Good that you mentioned that, because yeah, that's what we were looking for actually.
Yeah, he did a great job for you. And the band's logo, who designed that? Because that really pops. It really catches your eye.
Well, that is like more of an evolutionary story, because like the current logo we have is based on the logo version I designed with my girlfriend like 6 years ago or something, and then like she studied design and graphic and all that kind of stuff for quite a time, and then we did that together. Yeah, we like optimized it, and it had like an evolution. And then we also went like for the concrete jungle, because we used to have it only in yellow and in like 2D, and now our logo is like 3-dimensional, and we have this cool red metallic effect into it, and I really love it. I really love it. And that was done by the guy by Hugo. Oh, I only remember his first name, Hugo from Heavy Defender Studios, and he's a really good guy to turn to. Also an American. Yeah.
He did a great job on that as well. And
Yeah.
Speaking of your yellow band logo, that's the one we actually used for the banner for our interview. I hope you like it.
Of course I like it. Of course I like it. Because that's the one I designed with like my girlfriend.
Very
And
nice.
then he made like for the one you see on Concrete Jungle on the cover, that's the one like the adaptation or the version that Hugo from Heavy Defender Studios made for us. Yeah.
Awesome. You have a win-win-win situation going on for you. And
Yeah.
also, I've seen that you've been doing some touring in support of Concrete Jungle. Could you please share with us some of your favorite highlights from your past shows?
Oh, my favorite highlight would be, I guess, like when we supported Megadeth, when we were direct support of Megadeth. That
Nice.
was like a dream coming true. I mean, you can imagine.
That's nice. Yeah.
Yeah, like yeah, Megadeth they were coming to Luxembourg actually, so we didn't even have to tour to play that gig, and they did an exclusive show with like a limited amount of tickets. The club was like it had a capacity of 1,200 people, so pretty small for Megadeth, right?
Oh, yeah.
And then like the coolest thing about all that was like we were the only support, and there was like they asked like the location manager, can you recommend us bands, and he did recommend them like a lot of bands, like really like there were thousands of bands writing to him, yeah, can we do like the support for Megadeth and all that. We did that too, and apparently Dave Mustaine took his time and to like really review every band, or maybe like a dozen of bands or something like that. He actually listened to, and he thought we would be the best band, and that's why he asked us. Yeah,
Outstanding.
and yeah, that's why I'm really proud, because when a metal god like Dave Mustaine says, "Yeah, that's the kind of shit I want to be supported by," that's like really a compliment.
Oh yeah, that's great news. I'm glad that worked out for you. Thank you for sharing that with us.
Yeah, thank you. And then of course there are a lot of different cool stories, like when we were on tour with Tankard, for example. Yeah, that's cool stuff.
That must have been fun.
It was pretty drunk. Yeah, pretty
Yeah,
thirsty.
yeah. That's a beard band if there ever was one.
Yeah, right.
And do you have shows that you have planned that you have coming up that you'd like to spread the word on? Anything that you see in the near future that we could tell the people about?
Well, we have some like local shows. We're planning a tour right now together with an American band. I'm not sure if I'm already allowed to talk about it.
I
Um,
understand you. That happens. Yeah.
um, I can, like, I maybe can give a tip. Like, one of the members played in Heathen. That's like all I want to say.
That's all you can
And
say. We understand that. Well, thank you for letting us know a
yeah,
little bit of a hint about what's going on. So when the time is right and you're ready to spread the word, let us know, and we'll share your post about upcoming shows with whoever you have your tours with. But we appreciate the information you can give us.
oh yeah,
Th-
great. Of course, I'll share everything with you.
Thank
Um,
you. Thank you very
yeah,
much. And
yeah.
one of the most important things about these interviews, Scott, is how to inform the fans out there that are fans of Fusion Bomb on how they can support the band. If they can't be there at the show and they want to show the Fusion Bomb some love, then we recommend that they get some merch. So I want to give a couple of links out there, and you let us know if these are the best links for the fans that they can go check out and get some merch in order to support Fusion Bomb. One would be the Bandcamp. That's fusionbomb.bandcamp.com. And of course, your Facebook, facebook.com/fusion.bomb.lux. Would you say one of these links would be the right place to go to get some merch to support Fusion Bomb? Or do you have another link that you'd rather us
We
use?
we also have another link. Wait, I gotta check it up. It's we have like a big cartel shop.
Okay, Big
Uh,
Cartel. Okay.
yeah, cartel, and you basically just Google Fusion Bomb merchandise, and then the first link, the search ending puts out, it's our merchandise shop. It should be. Um, I I can try and look the link up, but I think it's like a difficult domain.
No,
So
we'll figure it out. You're just looking for Fusion Bomb or Big Cartel, and it should come up if people are googling it. And we'll drop the link in the chat room. We'll figure it out. No
we'll
worries.
yeah, it's just fusionbombmerchandise.bigcartel.com. That's it. Yeah,
There you go. Thank you for sharing that link with us.
yeah.
So obviously you have the CD and you have the digital formatted version of Concrete Jungle. Beyond that, could you describe what other merch you currently have available for your fans?
Yes, so we of course also have like our EP, and in April we're gonna have like a limited vinyl pressing, 500 vinyls, for 400 black and 100 blue vinyl. Also with lots of cool stuff like inlay cards and cool pictures and all that kind of stuff. Then we got like our first T-shirt we ever made. We still have like a couple of them. We sell them too online through our Big Cartel shop. We got a long sleeve, like an old school sweater style long sleeve with like the concrete cover on it, our big like new red logo, and then you have like on the arms you have the logos too, and that's pretty sick, I think. And yeah, we still have to update the shop. We want to do that like this week or maybe next week it will be fully updated. And then we'll have also Concrete Jungle t-shirts, and also for the ladies we're gonna have Concrete Jungle crop tops.
Very nice.
Yeah.
That's always fun to see.
Yes.
Thank you for letting us know about the current situation with the merch and what merch we have to look forward to. Can't wait to see it on the updated site. Thank you so much for that. And I want to give your YouTube channel. That's www.youtube.com Fusion Bomb, and there I noticed your official music video for Slam Tornado. What can you tell us about this production of the video? Who edited the video? Who was responsible for the video? And if the band has plans on making any new music or lyrical videos or even live performance videos? What is the status of that?
Well, the video actually is we did it all by ourselves. So it was my vocalist Miguel and me. We sat down one night and just produced video, like with footage we recorded on our last tour throughout Czech Republic. And yeah, it's basically like a tour report. You can, and because the song Slam Tornado is all about like being in the pit and being at the concert and doing the stuff you love to do, we thought, why not make like a sort of like musical tour report as a video, and that's what it looks like.
All right, so thank you for telling us about Slam Tornado, and what does the future look like as far as videos for Fusion Bomb? Anything you have in the works? Anything planned?
Yeah, we did a little playthrough for our Excel cover, I Never Denied, and we want to put that out too, like pretty soon actually, like in 2 or 3 weeks. And we're also working with some professionals, like video professionals, on like a big movie for the title track Concrete Jungle, but that's gonna take some months still, because we want to really do like a really good music video, and it takes time and money, and that's why. Yeah.
Exactly, and money, as we know, is the root of all evil. So you need money to
Yeah.
do anything in this life. So obviously, so we wish you the best with that. And as far as videos or touring is concerned, what can we let the fans know of what to expect next from Fusion Bomb? I mean, the album is brand new, so I need to know: will you be writing for the follow-up to Concrete?
We already started.
I was hoping you'd say that.
We already started, and we have like something visionary in mind. I know that sounds stupid. That sounds like
No,
really stupid.
it doesn't sound stupid at all. Actually, that's why I asked, because I was hoping you'd say that.
Yeah, like we put out. I think what is. I don't want to sound arrogant and stuff, but I think it's a killer thrash album, and it's a classic thrash album. And like most of the people, like the people who do reviews and all that kind of stuff, either they really really like it, or like most of them really liked it, and we got like 10 out of 10s, like a lot of, and 9 out of 10s and all that kind of stuff. But then there were like a few critical reviewers, and they like their only critique point was, yeah, it's just conventional thrash. And although I think there's nothing wrong with it, they were like, okay, I don't know, they could have done something different or something. But yeah, I think that's bullshit. But
I agree with you. And the thing is, some people don't like thrash, and so they'll give any opportunity to bash thrash. If they're not into that kind of sound, they'll look for anything to say negative. But anyone that's a true lover of thrash metal, they're going to love Fusion Bomb. There's no doubt about that.
Thank you. Yeah, but yeah, I think there's no point in redoing like Concrete Jungle, and that's why we don't want to put out like a second Concrete Jungle. We want to put out something different, and it's still gonna be like 100% trash, but we add like some twists from like bands that have been forgotten, and which we are much into. And yeah, like we're like really diggers for music, and we spend like, when we're not like really doing stuff for the band, we're like really music consumers, and we'll look like really, we try to find gems. And there's like especially in thrash metal, there's a lot of 90s technical thrash metal coming from America, actually, that was overlooked because of like the grunge hype and all that kind of stuff. Like bands like Forced Entry, for example, they're like a big influence to us right now at the writing process. And yeah, we may write something that is good for people who like traditional thrash metal, but which is also like which comes like a surprise for all the critiques who think like, oh, it's just like boring old thrash metal. Yeah.
It sounds very appetizing. I can't wait to hear whatever comes next from Fusion Bomb. And I just want to put it out there, when the time comes that you have this new music out there, whether it's a year or 2 years from now, whenever, I'd love to have you come back on the show that we could talk about that new offering when the time comes.
Absolutely, David. I would love to come back, or maybe some of my other guys, or maybe two. We'll see. Yeah.
We'll work it out, whatever it is. I'd love to keep in touch with you and keep the support going. So anytime you have new music to talk about, you always will have a home here on Metal Meltdown, on Metal Messiah Radio, to talk about it.
Great, cool.
Absolutely. And would you like to talk about your drum kit? We'd love to hear about your drum kit if you like to talk about it.
Yeah, it's like the second, or it's like one of the places I just love being on the kit, and it feels natural, it feels good, it's like meditation. I know, and it's like workout too, and it's like so much just in one little place, and that's what I like about it. And it has a really nice red finish, and I really love just to look at it. That sounds really strange, but yeah.
No, it sounds like it's your home away from home. When you're not home, you're on your drum kit, and it's home to you.
It actually feels like being at home when you step on the stage and you can sit on the drum and everything is familiar, and that's really great. Yeah, you're right.
I've seen several pictures of you in your drum kit on Facebook, and I think it's safe to say that you definitely love your drum kit.
Oh yeah, I think my girlfriend suffers a little bit from it, so
That's cute.
yeah.
You're gonna have her come on the drum kit with you, maybe. I don't know.
We could do that, yeah. I don't know if she likes that, but she'd like that, but yeah, we'll see.
We'll see. Be a little adventurous and see what comes of it. But yeah, anything about the drum kit that you want to tell us about, like what you actually play as far as what the drums are?
Yeah, I play a Mapex Saturn 4 set, exotic wood, which my father bought for my 18th birthday, so I was a really lucky child. Yeah, I play manual cymbals, Big First drumsticks, like 5A Extreme. And I recently bought a new pedal, and that pedal kicks ass. It's a USA Trick Drums V1 Pro. That's like the best pedal I've ever used, and I'm really happy with it. I just bought it like 2 weeks ago or something.
Oh yeah? So you didn't use that on the recording of Concrete Jungle?
No, on the recording I used an Apex Falcon double pedal.
It works.
Yeah.
It sounded great.
Absolutely, it's a great pedal, and I learned playing double bass on that pedal.
Nice.
Yeah.
Real nice. So where do you see the band in the years to come? From what I see and what I hear, I think it's going to be a great future for Fusion Bomb. But what do you see in the future for Fusion Bomb?
Oh, I hope so. Well, we'll see about that. We're ambitious, but not overly ambitious. Like, we want to keep putting out music and also interesting stuff, and not just for the sake of putting out music, but really like something we really want to share with people, and where we really are satisfied with and think, okay, this is like really interesting for people who like thrash metal too. And so I guess we're now in the writing process. We want to have fun on the road, of course. Like, that's one of the main reasons why we play music, because it's like really cool to be on tour and to play concerts and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, we'll see. We're talking to people in the music industry, and if they're interested, why not? I think, why not go professional? If it's possible, we'd do that. No problem.
Yeah, I hear from talking with you that you take a lot of pride in your music and you have a lot of fun doing your music. So I have to tell you, from my standpoint, I appreciate that. and I appreciate all that you do, and keep doing what you do. And like I said, I'm looking forward to the future of Fusion Bomb and supporting it for years to come. And what do you do when you're not doing the band? What do you do when you're not doing Fusion Bomb? Do you have like a regular job, or does the band keep you satisfied that you don't need to do anything else?
No, not yet, unfortunately.
Right.
Uh, yeah, yeah. Actually, we were all students. There's just Nippel, our bassist, who's working, um, who has a little job, but he's quitting now and also goes to university next year. So we're all students. I study history. Miguel studied sound technician. He's gonna finish this year. Um, Luke is gonna be a dentist. Yeah. So, or we're all gonna be rock stars in 2 years or something. So we'll see.
Yeah, well, outside of being rock stars, having an education is very important. So that's good to hear that you are an educated band. And I really would love to thank you for joining us tonight on Metal Meltdown on Metal Messiah Radio. I've enjoyed getting to know you, spending time with you, talking about Fusion Bomb. Before we go, I want to make sure that if there's anything that you would like to mention that we have yet to discuss about yourself and Fusion Bomb, please let's mention anything that you would like to talk about that we have yet to talk about.
Yeah. I really wanna like encourage people to dig into all those '90s technical thrash metal bands like Forced Entry, Invocator, or maybe even like bands that nowadays are active again, like Blind Illusion, for example, because that's like that has been forgotten in my eyes, and that's like really really important that we just check that out. Yeah, that's something that's very dear to me. So I wanted to say that.
I appreciate you saying that, and
And then,
we'll definitely take your word on that, and we'll have to create a nice playlist for this show and play some of that music during the
that
show as well.
that was super great.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely. And at this time, though, would you like to say anything out there to the fans tuning in, the Fusion Bomb fans? Anything that you'd like to say to them?
Yeah, thank you so much like for listening to us and to our music and for keeping up, and yeah, also thank you so much for liking thrash metal, because it's like a super cool genre, and people are always talking about it like, oh, it's not so interesting. If you want to listen to brutal music, you could listen to death metal always. Or if you want to listen to some good metal, just listen to heavy metal. But actually, for me, thrash metal is kind of serious thing, and I think it combines like the aggressive and brutalness of all the more heavier genres, and but also the rhythm and all melody and all the good stuff from traditional metal genres, and it's just great and important. And thank you for um just for liking it and for listening to it. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say.
And I have to agree with you on that. I mean, no matter what music you like, support the music that you like. And I'm a lover of thrash, and some people don't love thrash, but that's all good. Like what you like, but don't close the door on thrash metal. It definitely deserves to be listened to. And there's something about thrash metal that attracts me. It's aggressive, and it sounds to me the my favorite metal out there, and there's plenty of metal out there. There's death metal, melodic death metal, there's black melodic black, there's power, there's prog, there's the traditional heavy metal. There's something for everyone, but definitely keep your ears open to thrash metal. There's no reason to put thrash metal down. To me, it's my favorite form of metal. It moves me, and whatever music moves you out there in this world, everybody out there, all the metal maniacs, support what you love, but don't bash thrash metal, because that stuff is killer.
Right.
That's what I have to say. And Scott, I want to wish you again and everyone in Fusion Bomb great success for the future. I want to thank you again for this interview, and I want to thank you to keep in touch, that we could do future interviews in all the years to come. And may you have many more positive years in this genre of thrash. Keep doing what you do, and we'll be here doing what we do to support you in Fusion Bomb. So, that being said, the best to you and all in Fusion Bomb. Let's go crank up.
Yeah,
More. Let's crank up more Fusion Bomb and crank it up loud.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much, David.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you so much.